Welcome back to Marketing Champions here in Daily Ad Brief. I'm Howard Walpoff, your host. Again, we're talking about marketing with marketing experts around the country. Today, we're in Edgewater, Maryland with Jesse Sieff from Sieff Studios. And Jesse, welcome to our conversation today.
Thank you so much, Howard, and Happy New Year and Happy February to you. It's great to be here.
I know we're already in February, so it's amazing that you're here. I'm glad that we'll have a chance to talk to you and learn a lot more about you. So why don't you start sharing with us how you got started in the marketing industry?
Absolutely. It's a great question. So I had a bit of a unique path to lead me to marketing and media. I actually started as a musician. So I went to school for music. I ended up getting an audition. I won an audition with the United States Marine Drum and Bugle Corps. And I served in the unit as an active duty Marine musician from 2016 until 2020. During my time in the Marine Corps, I also had the additional responsibility of running the public affairs office, which means that a lot of the media, marketing campaigns, and promotions were coming to my desk. And, you know, with a skill in editing and video production, kind of coming from the music background, there were a lot of creative overlaps there. So, of course, as any highly efficient Marine unit does, they give the person with the competencies a lot of that work to do. So I found myself doing a lot of video projects, social media marketing. I had worked at the battalion level with the Silent Drill Platoon and the Battle Color Detachment, and ended up over the course of that enlistment, tripling their social media following and reaching around 4.5 million impressions through my video campaigns alone. So one thing led to the other. I got out of the Marines in 2020. Started Sieff Studios in 2021. And with that same attention to detail and focus and respect for time and attention, founded my firm then and applied that to the B2B space.
Well, that was an incredible experience. Obviously, thank you for serving our country, but also serving them at the process in the way that that you had this opportunity to learn all these different skills and have all this different insight. So stepping into an ownership role really was you had that leadership skill already, but what were you doing to start getting clients once you got started?
Yeah, absolutely. So I had the fortune and misfortune of getting started during the pandemic. So as I was transitioning out of the military, there was obviously not a lot of live performances. And as a musical ensemble, that's essentially what your primary mission was. So that gave me a little bit of time to start planning and actually, start educating myself. And, with what I was doing there, obviously, I started reaching out to local companies and saying, hey, here's my portfolio of what I've been doing inside of the military. I started picking up some local clients and building a portfolio. I actually worked with a local agency that got me some of the initial connections and portfolio building opportunities there. And from there, I just started branching out, using LinkedIn, using social media to network and meet new people, particularly in the veteran space. And fortunately, that's one of the huge advantages of being a military veteran is having that solid network and common ground with people, especially in the business context. So I was very fortunate to be in a position to do that, invest what I had into the business to get the cameras, lights, microphones, and all of that stuff so that I can continue building a portfolio that way. So that's kind of how it went down.
Well, it really is fantastic the way you were able to start connecting with people so quickly. But when you're sitting down and talking to them for the first time, what kind of questions are you asking them to figure out how best to tell their story?
Yes, absolutely. So that's one of the things that I focus on as a video strategist and a media coach. It's always a consultative model. And if we initially have that conversation, the question is going to be, what do you hope video and media to do for you? What do you want the result to be? So the first thing is we get crystal clear on our success metrics. What is our yardstick of success? What does it mean to actually see results by way of investing in media? And that's kind of why the business is structured as both a consulting and coaching firm, but also as a production company. And it's in that order for a reason, because if there isn't a good ROI built into the foundation of the business in a way that we can leverage media, then I'm going to be the person that says, okay, you don't need to invest, $10,000 to $50,000 in a huge production crew. You need to pull out your phone and do some one-on-one, selfie branding. Like it basically is curated specifically for what that company wants to change about their business. So we look at that first, and then we kind of just follow. We reverse engineer what that success metric is, and if and when it makes sense to create new media, then we do that. But I also make a point to say, what media assets do you have now that we can recycle, that we don't have to reinvest in, and we can repurpose and reframe, maybe with a different call to action or different formatting, so that you're actually leveraging media and building a system around that, if that makes sense.
It makes a whole lot of sense, and really sense to me that you have a really great plan for your clients in getting their message out the right way. So Jesse, we thank you so much again for your service, but also for joining us today and all the great things that you're doing. Thank you for sharing that.
I appreciate it, Howard. It's great to be here. Thanks again.
And thank you all for joining us as well. Just find the best way to tell your story is so important. Using the right skills in speaking and video and being able to get that out into the stratosphere so people are seeing and hearing what you're doing is so important. Having someone like Jesse to help guide you is also important as well. So please check out the information we have about him here on Daily Ad Brief. But go and have a great rest of today, and we'll see you next time on Mareting Champions.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.